Should the MCU do a hard reboot or a soft reboot? Let's talk about it. So we're getting ready for everybody getting ready for the Doomsday movie, and with all these leaks coming out and everything, so new information, everybody's getting excited to see what's to come, or how RDJ is going to do it, really write his own Dooms, Victor Von Doom character, and see how that everything goes. But the main thing about this video is going to be like, should they do a hard or a soft reboot? Now, I'm like 50-50%. Sorry, turn this down because probably high. So now I'm like 50-50 on either side for the hard or soft, because either way it goes, I'll be okay with it. So now if they go ahead and continue to do the soft reboot, and what it seemed like is what they doing now, it kind of seemed like it, especially with the Russo brothers, recent, information they saying they want to change anything, maybe do like a new start, or whatever. But here's my thing: if they're gonna run up doing a soft reboot, these are the characters I want to come back or stay. And I don't know if they're gonna really do like a phase one, redo the whole phase thing, or keep doing like phase 7, phase 6, 7, 8, or whatever. So if they continue to do that, I want them to keep Captain America, Sam Wilson's Captain America, even though, yeah, I don't care about the movie bombing and all that stuff, because honestly I enjoyed the movie, and one of the best things was about the movie was Sam Wilson's Captain America. So I want him to bring him back, right? Bring back Miss Marvel, because I enjoy her show as well. Bring back Miss Marvel, Monica Rambeau. If you're gonna bring Monica Rambeau, you got to bring back Captain Marvel. I don't know if they're gonna just redo the whole thing. Either way, it will be okay. It will be fine with me. Of course, Tom Holland Spider Man is gonna come back. Of course, maybe they might, do Miles Morales and whatever, however how that goes with Sony. Sony is just a whole situation, just whatever. Moon Knight, because I definitely want to see Midnight Suns. Hurry up to do the Marshall Ali. I might saying his name wrong, but Marshall Ali's Blade. That movie should have been came out, but I guess after this, now we could definitely wait until after Secret Wars and see what we go from there. Of course, I guess some of the characters from the Thunderbolts movie will be okay as well. Of course, Bucky. I would love to see Bucky, and I don't know so much about Red Guardian, but I have to see how the Thunderbolts are going to be. I might, depends on what's going on, and don't even know what they really going, who they really going to use out of that crew, out of the Thunderbolts movie. When Doomsday comes out or Secret Wars comes out, we'll see how that goes after that movie. But those are characters, but the song, it just how they do it, or how they, what happens after Secret Wars. I don't know, but on the other hand, I'm 100% okay if they went up doing a hard reboot. I want to say, even though I said I'm 50-50 for hard or soft reboot, but I'm kind of want to push more to the hard, honestly, because I would not mind seeing just really just starting all over. What, just do a clean slate. I understand that they're gonna start the saga, the phase or whatever with X-Men. Cool, do that. That's totally fine. It's fresh, new team between X-Men and the Fantastic Four. That's cool. You can start the new phase with those teams. But I kind of want y'all. I kind of want it to happen either way. But I don't want to say, but don't forget the Avengers. The Avengers might be already have them already established, or whatever y'all decided to do, but have them already established in this new phase. But just don't forget about them. We don't have to have a movie about them right off the back right away, but still have them have cameos in the new in these new movies, X movies. Do the same thing how they did in X-Men 97, when Rogue, in that scene where Rogue was going all rampage and everything, when after Gambit died in that scene. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry if y'all didn't watch that yet, but it's crazy if y'all haven't watched that show yet. And Captain America showed up. Steve Rogers, Captain America, but Captain America showing up in that scene, that was great. Do something like that, and in the X-Men movies or the Fantastic Four, Show me something about that. Or when the next Fantastic Four movie, show Spider-Man. Now I don't know if they're really gonna do that because the Sony, the Sony situation, the deal they got going on or whatever. But something like that, or it just don't just forget about the Avengers. I don't like that. Do Hulk better. I'm just saying. I'm going to put that little side note. Hulk got to do better, be better in the next phase or next saga or whatever is going to happen. Or and then even though in the hard reboot, still in a way is a soft one. Still keep some. Still, I mean, I wouldn't mind still keeping certain characters so they can continue on because contract issues and stuff like that. And I guess the MCU want to see Sam Anthony Mackie and Sam Wilson to keep going on, which is fine. Um, Maybe doing how they did in the comics of somehow still had a Steve Rogers and they still had a Captain America and they had a Sam Captain America at the same time. I wouldn't mind seeing that. That's fine. Do something. It just, or it could be like that if they wind up still keeping, even after the, if I'm even though I'm saying hard reboot, even they make some characters might stay, because it's contracts stuff like that or whatever. But doing the X-Men movies, whatever, it doesn't matter. But just don't forget the Avengers. Um, Maybe I don't know. Like maybe like I said, you could introduce the Punisher or no, I'm sure like the Punisher cast or the whole Defenders cast and stuff like that. Daredevil, the Punisher, and then Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. All of them, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be staying. Like I said, certain characters and actors is going to and just going to stay. I don't think it'll be I could just wipe the whole clean like I do a whole clean slate. But what the somewhat of some of the Avengers I feel like it's doable because certain actors are getting too old to play these roles. Switch them out. New Bruce Banner, new Natasha, Hawkeye, Thor. If if Chris Hemsworth wanted to keep doing Thor, so be it. I mean, I understand it will probably be confusing in the future, but if he wants to keep doing it, let him do it. I mean, I don't really care about the Thor character. If Chris Hemsworth want to keep doing it, let him do it. I don't care. But there's a lot of characters though that can be switched out. I mean, it's I mean, even though I don't want to do Iron Man because RDJ did a wonderful job explaining as that character, but it's I feel like he was able to do it. I mean, not able to do it. I'm sorry. Even though RDJ is played that character wonderfully. Um, we need a new Iron Man. That's totally fine. Maybe of course, a new Steve and this and that or whatever. But it's just like the doing a clean slate was might possibly be what's best. And I see a lot of comments saying that don't why are we still having the MCU and this that and or his hero fatigue and all that. I'm like I'm still a big fan of this. I'm a fan of all these characters and a fan of these movies. I'm never gonna get there. I feel like the whole superhero fatigue is it's a myth. Unless it's a myth, especially if you're a real fan. If you're a real fan, you're gonna watch whatever they're gonna put out. If you're not a real fan, then that's why you feel that way. But I digress on that. But I don't know. I really feel like it should might be a whole clean slate, especially with the Hulk character. Redo him, do it all over again because I feel like it should be better. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to like him and like Betty Ross, it's crazy that we saw Betty Ross all these years since 2008, all the way from 2008 Incredible Hulk movie till now Captain America 4. She showed up and we ain't seen nothing, no Betty Ross, anything like. It's just I'm gonna digress from there, but I just want to see do everything differently in the if they want up doing the hard reboot, which like I said, I'm leaning more towards it. They should, but who knows? Um, it just great. I feel it's gonna be wonderful to see either way either way which direction they choose to go with. It's gonna be great to see how they're more like all these characters can now they mirror got 95%. I'll say 90% of all the characters they can use at their at their disposal, other than like this stuff with Spider-Man. Um, and maybe I don't know if they I don't know if they really got the Hulk's rights yet. If they don't, in same well with Spider-Man Hulk situation, but I'm prepared for it. I mean, not prepared for it, but I'm really ready for it to see what they choose to do after Secret Wars, and it just I just want to do it right and do better because I still want more the connectivity with the whole universe, especially at what happens after the big movies that's gonna come out in the next couple years. And not that when it gets to that point, I don't think it should have a problem being staying connected and seeing how these characters really interact with each other. Like who doesn't want to see Mr. Fantastic with Iron Man, Tony or Reed or Tony interacting with each other? Yes, we need a new Iron Man. Would that be getting under a lot of people's skin? Yes, but we need a new Iron Man. We might not probably need a new Steve or a new Natasha. The core Avengers that are going to interact with the X-Men or stuff like that. Now, now we might see the X-Men versus Avengers move a thing maybe during Doomsday, maybe Secret Wars. I want to say Secret Wars, but I maybe I don't know. If not, if they save that movie for after the saga and have a new cast of the Avengers, maybe some Avengers might stay, but have this of the very core have them come back in a way. I don't mind. I don't care what they do. Honestly, I just want to see it, and I mean like either or whatever to go for hard or soft reboot. Either way it goes, I feel like it will work. I just want to make sure that you do Hulk right. You do Hulk better. The Russo brothers did the Hulk wrong, and I'm probably gonna make a video about that later, one day. You did him wrong, did him dirty, and it just was really sad. It just put more thought in these movies. And now I know Russo brothers not gonna be the only ones making these movies or whatever, but I just the MCU could do better. Like it could be better now, especially with all these characters. It can be better than the first 10 years when of the MCU starting or whatever. So it's like it could be better if it could. Now I'm saying that it could be like wow, that's wild to say that, but it can. Now we have more characters doing things together and interacting with each other, and certain villains that's coming and stuff like that. I could see the potential of this whole movement or whatever. Like I said, whatever they choose to do could mean better. But that's it, y'all. Live a like. Let me know what y'all feel about what they should do, or if you like the idea of doing the hard reboot or the soft reboot. Let me know down in the comments. Or are you the person? Let me know if you're the person who just don't really care. Just we could all talk about it in comics in the comments. Just let me know. And that's really it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.